darkest deep brown eyes I've seen. Angel came into my dream, like the morning early light, refreshing all around, and with all of the love you bring unknown delight. You bring unknown delight. Sweetest innocence and free, God has given you the key to the hearts of everyone that comes inside of you, and with all of the love you bring unknown delight. All of the love you bring unknown delight. Who have eyes will clearly see, and no one could disagree. Oh, a treasure of the world, a child watching it grow, and with all of the love will bring unknown delight. All of the love will bring unknown delight. All of the love will bring unknown delight. Hey there, folks. Going to be a guitar lesson for Unknown Delight by George Harrison off the Gone Troppo album. You know, beautiful song by George. I think he wrote this for his son Dhani Harrison. You know, much the way John Lennon wrote Beautiful Boy for Sean Lennon on Double Fantasy. I just love that we have these beautiful father-son songs from the former Beatles. It's just wonderful. It's really a gorgeous song. Also harkens back in many ways to something off Abbey Road by the Beatles. I'll get into that as we get into the lesson, but George took some inspiration from his former masterpiece, which I think is wonderful that he did that. I think it makes the song all the more special. So let's get into this. The guitar is in standard tuning. There's no capo. I'm going to spend some time on an introduction because the introduction is a good portion of the verse. And the other part is there's just verses. There's 3 verses to this song and a solo. The solo just plays over the verses. So there's nothing else to teach. It's just one part. So we're going to spend some time in the introduction, but that's going to give us most of the lesson. So we're going to start with an A chord. Again, standard tuning, A chord. To an F sharp. But I'm going to add the G sharp, the high G sharp, to the F sharp. I'm going to just play it and then play an F sharp to a B minor. Then one of George's funky chords. There's a couple of funky chords in the song which I love. I think this is a B minor 7 B5 chord. I'm not sure. That's what my charts say. But we've used it many times in other lessons. Very George Harrison kind of chord. I'll just give you the fingering on this one. On the 2nd fret, the 5 and the 3. On the 3rd fret, the 4 and the 2. So you get that sound. I'm going to call it a B minor 7th B5 chord. Could be wrong. So let's start the introduction again. A, F sharp, B minor 7, B5. And now we're going to go into it A descending progression with an A. Now, if you think of an A, think of the 3rd string of an A chord. We're just going to go down 2, 1 to an open, and on the 4th string, 4, 3. So that's going to be And now here's the chords for that. We're going to do an A major 7, A7. I'm not sure what this is called, but I'm just bringing that, the 4 and the 4th string, and I'm playing the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. I'm just playing that. And then I'm going to go down one more time. And I think this is an A sus B6 chord, at least that was what my charts say. Really beautiful chord. It's the same as the earlier chord I showed you. If you just lift up the B and just play the open A, same chord with the A. So an A sus B6, we're going to call it. And the fingering is just on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret and the 4 and the 2 on the 3rd fret. So just that, and the 5 and the 1 are open. So again, A sus B6 is what my books say, but I don't know. And then it resolves back to an A. So let's do the intro one more time. As I said, that's covering most of the lesson anyway. So it's an A, F sharp, B minor 7, B5, then the A major 7th, A7th, keep descending to the A sus B6, back to A. And I do 2 taps. And then I just do that little run. It's just on the low E string, 6th string, 0, 2, and on the 5th string, the A string, 0, 2, 0. So, and you want to let that A string ring out because it's going to take you into an A chord for the verse. So that's it. Let's get into the verse now. We're going to start with an A major. A major. A major. A major 7th to an A7. So I want to point out here, so that is basically the progression on something, as I was saying earlier. So, something, I think it's in C, right? So, something in the way she moves that drives me like no other lover. So that's C major 7th, C 7th. We'll do a lesson on that sometime. There's a million of them, so I probably won't. But anyway, that progression, George went back to that. I'm sure this was intentional, but now he's going to do it in the key of A. So A major 7th, A7. Now we're going to go to a B minor, playing that bar on the 2nd fret, and a B minor 7th. Now to a diminished chord, another George Harrison chord here. Sorry, I forget the name of this one, but it's the classic diminished shape, a 4 and the 2 at the 3rd fret, 3 and the 1 at the 4th fret. So you got that chord. So let me start that again. So we got, here's the verse. A major 7th, A7th, B minor 7th, the diminished chord at the 3rd fret. And now we're back to the introduction. A, F sharp, it's all the same. B minor, that weird B minor 7, B5. Now A major 7th, A7th, keep going to an A sus B6, I believe, and you hold it. And you repeat the A major 7th, A7th, keep going to the A sus B6, and now you go to an A. Everything else just repeats. The only other thing I wanted to point out, folks, is on the solo, which just plays over those verses, everything's the same. You can hear George is going back to the something solo, and there's some notes that are, if not identical, almost identical to the solo. So I think it's really cool. I think George is keeping in the family to Dhani. He's going back to his, love song of Abbey Road, something, and he's using some of the progression, he's using some of the solo, and he's changing. This is a completely different song, but I love that he did that. I'm sure it was intentional, and I just think it makes the song that much better. It's already a great song. Unknown Delight by George Harrison off Troppo. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all soon. Stay safe. Take care.